Hello, hello, hello. Is my mic on? Yes. Hi, Austin Eastciders. How are you doing tonight?
Hello.
Hey. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you showing up on our Tuesday little show here at Eastciders. We are blessed to be here with a dope-ass act today. But before we get to that, I'd like to address the blonde in the room. Anna. Anna is here today filling in for our beloved Kim Stacy, who is out auditioning and hustling like a boss.
Oh, she is a boss.
It's true.
She's the bossest lady.
Yeah, you guys did the bossiest shit after, because last week I was flying in from a drunken trip to New Orleans and I didn't miss my flight. Frontier messed up and I didn't get in till like 11.
You were stuck in New Orleans.
Well, to be fair, okay, to let everyone in the scene, I was stuck in an airport with all of my coworkers.
Ooh.
And we only had a $15 airport voucher. Do you know how much beer that is in an airport? That's like 1.5 beers.
That's like 0.75 beer.
Yeah. I
if
get
you
the shitty
tip.
stuff. If I tip.
Yeah.
I'm not tipping in an airport.
Well,
do you know how long it took me to get that $12 beer?
that's fair enough. You tip when it's appropriate, right? And it's appropriate here at Austin Eastciders because the bartenders are amazing.
We call them the cider queens. What is the name we call? The cider goddesses. Yes, please tip our cider goddesses. They are working very, very hard.
They are.
And it's a Tuesday, so what are you going to do?
Well, now that we know I'm here, we should know that Becky Jo O'Neill is here.
Yeah, I came back. I made it back from New Orleans
you
alive.
Did it. We're glad you made it out of prison. Out of New Orleans.
I was not in jail.
Yes.
That long. Okay. Thank you guys again for being here. We also have a couple of sponsors we'd like to thank.
Yes, I love Eastciders.
Good Lord. We're in the building.
We are in the building, and there aren't that many spiders for it being
no.
Eastciders.
Eastciders. Oh, and then there's our other liquor that we have a sponsor for.
Oh, yes. I love Mine Brando Whiskers.
Oh, Whiskers. It sounds like cat food. 9-banded whiskey, you mean?
Mine Brando Whiskey.
I think she's had a lot.
I think Marlon Brando sponsors that one.
Yeah,
and
it's like
they
his
sponsor
cat's name.
us. So yeah, it is. I heard that.
Oh, and then if you want to become a patron tonight, you get a T-shirt for as little as $1. Like sponsoring us for $1 a month, we'll give you a very fancy T-shirt from our fantastic T-shirt company. What are they called?
Wow, they're called Noop Standard Manufacturers.
Oh, that's it's New Standard Manufacturing, but very close. We're not going to win a
close,
spelling bee
but
today.
for $1,
Yeah,
or more,
but
just starting
more.
at $1. That's pretty good.
That is a rent payment of $1 a month for that shirt. That is worth it. $12 a year. That's a steal.
That is a steal.
I
I wish
shittier
my
shirts.
rent were that cheap.
Amen. We'll call the Austin Housing Alliance or whatever that.
The Austin
terminology
Snousing Alliance.
That's definitely what it is. Are you guys ready to hear some music?
Yes, I'm excited about this
I'm pretty
music tonight,
stoked.
dude.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to look directly into the camera this time.
Whoa, I think I will as well.
We like to make eye contact with people, so we're going to be staring into our viewers today, even though we may be having technical difficulties and we're not live. But think about this for later, YouTube.
Yeah,
Somewhere in the
YouTube.
late past, Ann and I were staring directly into your eyes, and you didn't have to pay for it.
Wow, what a great deal.
So you want to do on the the count of 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, wait, get my face as close to your face. Okay,
Yeah.
are we touching? Good.
I think we are.
1, 2, 3. eBurner, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. All right.
Yeah.
Austin Eastciders.
That was cool.
Anna's learning how to clap with the microphone. Yeah. Although I do, it's like the old school comics. I do like this shit. Like, it sounds so painful. It's really just a commitment to ruining my makeup.
I didn't like that.
Thank you so much
song,
for
not
joining
hitting
us
myself
here.
in the head.
Questions from all over the country.
Oh, snap.
Fun stuff.
Love it.
It's always a crapshoot here, but we like to ask them first to get them out of the way, really. And the first one I have, actually, this is from a friend of mine. I was sitting at the bar with you the other day when I was doing my research for you, and she's pregnant, so she's constantly hungry. And she was like, Emily from Austin, Texas, wants to know, eBurner, what's your go-to home-cooked meal, and how many times did you burn it before you got it right?
That is a great one. I'd say my mom's recipe of fried chicken and mashed potatoes and collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Times.
The burning of the chicken is easy for anyone to try to like do fried chicken.
That's a gift.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you use like a deep fryer?
I was just gonna mention like that is a lot of money to throw in for like to cook proper fried chicken. So no, I don't.
Cast iron that shit.
Cast iron all the way. That's what I grew up learning, and therefore I do. So I use the cast iron. So the trick we all know is to dump the oil and get fresh oil, but we don't have time for that when we're doing a home-cooked meal.
No, also, who has that kind of sink? I'm like in a tiny micro apartment. Like, if I try to dump hot oil in my sink, we are all going to the hospital.
Never supposed to dump hot oil.
Well, I mean, in a bowl.
No, you're not.
But where else? I don't have any counter space. Where I need to put the bowl in the thing.
Got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
But again, counter space is a thing.
And
I have a microwave that's taking up 30% of it.
And the availability of a can to put it in the first place.
True. Don't have a pot to piss in or a can to pour oil in.
Nope. You can just pour it all over those ants. Or like, take it, fire ants.
Actually, yeah, my mom used to
Wow.
do that. No, my mom used to do that in the yard. She would pour it on the in the compost where all the like bad bugs, not the good worms, but like the ones that were just trying
The
to eat.
slugs.
Yeah, those, the big fat ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's yours? Who's
Oh,
yours?
I
from?
have a stand question.
What you got, Anna?
This one comes from Carl Karpashins from Jason Waterfalls, New Jersey.
Sexy name.
Don't go chase.
You know,
It
I
was a
thought
cliche.
that too. Yeah.
Come on.
That's what their town says. It's like population 310, also QTLC in parentheses, and it's like chasing.
Yes.
That's the town slogan.
I need to see
for
that on
sure,
Instagram.
For sure.
I'm going to
for
look up
sure.
that geotag.
So Carl wonders, where did you get your name, eBurner, from?
I get that one a lot. I got the name.
Do your research, Carl.
Yeah, Carl Karpashins.
No, Carl is totally fair to ask that one. I got, because I'm not going to put it up anywhere. It has to be asked in person or in a forum like this.
Fair.
So I got the name when I came home from New York from school, and I needed a new name because I had a previous name called General LC. So the name was like, that sounds like too much specific in hip hop. So I mean, I do hip hop, but it's more for producing than so much me rapping or any of that. So I had to get a new name. So I got something a little bit more closer sounding to what I do, and that's electronic. And I saw the eMac we have at home, which is the educational Mac.
Ooh.
So it was like an underground thing, like, unless you're in school or just like you're a big fan of Apple, like I have been since circa 97 in my life. We had an eMac, and it was a good computer, and I learned a lot. And so I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to call myself eBurner because I'm underground like that, and I don't know if this is the forum again, but I smoke weed. So,
So that's the burner element.
This is
That's
a safe
obvious.
space. This is a safe place.
Safe space.
That's
Yeah,
actually
no,
the only
that's
reason
groovy,
that my
man.
vape pen is sitting up here on the counter is because I've sat on it so many times. I've broken enough to have weed glue in my
Quiet.
pocket.
It's not.
But for the
totally
censored version, it's
legal.
me burning in the kitchen.
Yes, while you're cooking fried chicken.
While I'm cooking my fried chicken, I'm burning it.
Ooh. Actually, okay, so what, you're talking mashed potatoes and collard greens. Like, do you do a gravy, though? That's like a national, I don't know, like, it's different everywhere.
I should make a gravy. My mom makes a phenomenal brown
Right.
gravy.
Right.
I need to learn it. I need to do. That's the next
that's
thing.
what you do with the grease, okay? So you
Yeah.
save the
Yeah,
grease.
that's
and
what I was
you add
just
a little
thinking.
flour.
Yes.
Blam.
Bam. Just like that.
There
And the
it is.
cast iron. It's the genius part of it all.
Emerald
Oh,
and
yeah.
Mama are singing their praises.
Wait,
Oh,
but how do
yes.
you clean your cast iron? Because this is also... If you get your cast iron wet, I might flip this table full of expensive buttons.
Please don't do that.
Well, I wait till it cools, dump it in the garbage disposal side when it cools, and then a friend of mine actually showed me the best way to treat a cast iron in terms of like cleaning it. Soap, hot water, and sea salt.
Sea
Soak it.
salt all day. Season that shit and you put it in the oven. I'm telling you.
Boom.
Do
But
it.
you got to make sure you put olive or grapeseed oil
Yeah.
after you cleaned it, then put it in the oven. That way it keeps the coating.
This is how much I care about food. Sorry, we're getting that.
No. This is great. Food
Wow,
is
you guys,
phenomenal.
this-
I'm learning a lot tonight.
Yeah,
Because
it's
with
the
my cast
pizza
iron, I
stone.
just leave it. I scrape and leave it.
Yeah, scrape and leave, but you got to soak with sea salt and you scrub it all off.
She's like, Anna's like, I'll just leave it there, and that's my next
I just
flavoring.
get a new cast
for the-
iron.
I just throw it out every time.
Every time.
There you go.
Reduce, reuse, squirrels.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Betsy Tips. From
Betsy, what you
Betsy Tips?
Betsy Tips, 2 P's.
2 P's.
From Nosy, Idaho, wants to know if you have any helpful suggestions for someone trying to escape a pyramid scheme.
Ooh, very.
Very specific, Betsy.
All of that's
Oh,
thinking in my mind,
Betsy.
Betsy, right now is Bill Hicks's thing about marketing people. Ooh, the trap dollar, big dollar, huge dollar. I'm just thinking about the marketing perspective of this. It's a big dollar. A lot of people feel trapped these days, and if you placate to them, get a lot of money. I don't know. Pyramid scheme. Well, if you're
I feel like she's just using this as Google, and this
So
has happened
basically-
before.
Yeah.
Some people's grandmas have used our forum for Google.
And apparently you have to just be smarter than a 5th grader, and then you're fine.
just get out as soon as you see
Becky-
that pyramid scheme, run to the hills, find some other thing.
But they never call themselves that.
They don't.
They're called like It Works and like Vita Boot. They sound like so nice, and they never are.
Well-
Metaboliton.
Now, see, I know you're making that sponsor up.
Well,
Can we get sponsored by Vita Metaboliton?
She could be that queen mentality and be like, here, friends, why don't you try this? This is fantastic. I've tried it before, and she's never tried it, and she's just totally using
No,
her as a
never.
guinea pig.
So you think she should just scam her friends?
She should pyramid
at
scheme the pyramid
the
scheme.
ironic, as long as it's a free sample, then why not? she didn't pay for it. If she
That's
wanted,
true.
if she
As
wanted
long
to
as
be
she didn't pay
cold-blooded
up
like
front.
that.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that, she can be her own guinea pig and just give it a try with that free sample.
Come on, free sample life. Also, I didn't realize this. It's probably because I said, who's ready for some music? I think passive aggressive. We gotta.
Actually-
What's the difference between music and music?
You know, that, I feel like someone, whose question is this?
I don't know. It's anonymously coming through on our. It's literally
It's
right
coming
here.
through our feed right here. So
Oh,
the
you know what?
internet.
I bet that anonymous person is someone who worked with me at Mood Media because that was a corporate job. And the next song I'm actually going to play, I met my lady who's going to play on flute for it. We met at the company there. She was part of the Muzak side in process of the merger that started about like 6 years ago or about 5 years ago. And Muzak is the beginning of licensed music in businesses. It's the elevator music. So in other words, it's like the really cheap, rundown, like half-assed version of a normal song we hear in the pop culture world. And they just do an instrumental, cheesy, corny version real quick. That was Muzak. They
Okay.
did that back in the late 30s in elevators all in the East Coast. And then later on, it evolved into actual music by just creating licenses, thanks to all the music lawyers like Clive Davis and et cetera, et cetera. They all created a system where, well, just use the real music. Don't use something cheesy. So that's the difference between real music versus Muzak.
I love that.
Wow. So Girl from Ipanema done completely with a Moog synthesizer that we hear on the elevator is likely Muzak.
Likely. Or that
likely.
could just be a cover using awesome synthesizer sounds, making it psychedelic.
Righteous.
Oh, shit. Speaking of righteous, we have little buckets on your tables if you want to tip the talent. Everything you put in that bucket goes to them. So please do that. Are you guys ready to hear some more music?
I am. I don't want to hear any
Oh, what?
music. I want to hear some music.
And let's keep that going because we're going to hear some more music from eBurner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So this next song, I actually produced this song for an artist. This is just kind of my way of not only showing other talent that's in Austin, especially that hip-hop doesn't get a lot of light these days. So I got my boy Kirk. Come on up, man. And then my lady Lauren, she's going to feature on flute. So this is just a hip-hop track I produced for Kirk, and his EP is going to be coming out this November. Yeah, no, you use my mic. So I just wanted to talk about this. This is the title track of the EP coming out this November called You, and I hope you enjoy this one. Here you go, Kirk.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? Shout out to eBurner for having me out. Again, EP coming soon, You. This track is called You. It's the main title off of my new upcoming project coming at the end of next month on the 29th. So. You is like a perfect menu. Made it to the altar, that's a perfect venue. I would fight the world just to go defend you. You went perfectly perfect, so I commend you. Your curve game is crazy like that movie Wanted. You like Angelina, but without the flaunting. The thought of losing you, I could be so haunted. You like a mixture of Selena and Dana Hartley. You got me thinking about having a kid. You got me thinking about buying a crib. To make ends meet, I'll massage your feet. It's not about mystique, it's about what's beneath. You show me different things I've been looking for. And you show me different things that I can't ignore. And you show me different things that just hit the core. Then you show me different things that you can't restore. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. Your job it's a lot of quotas. I know you dealing with some snakes. It's some different cobras. It's a cold world just like Minnesota. The best moments come quick and then it's over. I know that 8 to 5 got you real deprived. That 365 you gotta stay revived. I love the way you keep my mind fascinated. You bring out the greatness and then you activate it. Always bust your ass when you get paid. It's even better when your success is self-made. You never gave in, you never took the bait. The best things in life only come to those who wait. You show me different things I've been looking for. And you show me different things that I can't ignore. Then you show me different things that you can't record. Then you show me different things that you can't restore. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. Your job touching with some quotas. This a lot of quotas. I will pay the cost no matter what the price is. I'm with you through the struggle or any crisis. Never divided, I'm with you through the plus or minus. Same God, same faith, you got me feeling righteous. Let me fight for your love, don't try to fight this. Life without you, it would be so lifeless. You my backbone, and I would be so spineless. I'm glad you took a chance like a paradise. So now you gotta make it to a paradise. You can trust me, baby, ain't no if or maybes. Had to make that special song for that special lady. You show me different things I've been looking for. And you show me different things that I can't ignore. Then you show me different things that just hit the core. Then you show me different things that you can't restore. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. You got it all. I'm always here for you if you got a call. Even through the struggle and when you gotta fall. Even through the brawls. You got it all. You got it all. Yeah. everybody.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Hell yeah.
About
Yes.
that rhyming and that flouting.
Oh, don't let Anna no.
I like it.
We are here at Austin Eastciders with eBurner and friends. Thank you
What
so
up?
much again for being here. Just so you know, when you it's our job to kind of creep on you all week and like stalk the Instas and Facebooks and whatevers. But when I Googled you,
Yeah.
the first thing that came up was a news article. I don't know if anybody else heard about this. The pallbearers, not the pallbearers. These like the Catholic school kids that put weed in the incense burner at church in the Catholic church. So they were like
Acolytes?
No, what the hell are their names? Altar boys. Did you say accolades?
Acolytes.
Altar boys.
That's a
Lauren,
thing.
Lauren
The
or
altar
Terry would
boys.
know.
The altar boys brought out pot in the incense burner and were like hotboxing the church.
Yo.
That's what happens when you Google you.
Word. Wow.
Were you spreading
So-
glory, glory, hallelujah in a
Glory,
church?
glory, hallelujah.
I wish. No, me and church have a very much a clear understanding. And
That I'm
is
not coming unless I'm
ain't
getting
going.
stoned. No.
Well, now with that story out there, I might just do that.
I would go. Can you imagine like the revelation that like some churchgoers must have had that day?
I hope so.
I
Like
think
the
they-
incense is supposed to like open up your third eye and your crown
Mm-hmm.
chakra. Actually, frankincense is like considered part of like the sense of the crown chakra. So
Yes.
there better be some enlightenment happening in that room with the frankincense and weed.
Hashtag passes joints for Jesus.
Yeah,
Jesus
I think
joints,
a lot
bro.
of folks might have been feeling they were living Revelations that day, which I don't know
Yes.
if you've ever read it, but it is a horror show.
No, it's awful. They were like thinking they were speaking in tongues, but really they were just like,
There are beasts from hell ripping out of the ground. There are gemstones flinging around in the sky.
not a good
fires
buzz.
raining down.
It turned from a Catholic sermon to a Pentecostal church in mere moments.
in mere moments. That's what
Wow.
happens. But I guess my
Lickety
question,
split.
my question is, what is the best prank you've ever pulled off? Or have ever heard about, I guess. Because I don't know if I can compete with pot in the incense
Or maybe
burners.
wanted to try and do.
Yeah.
Like if you've had any in mind. 'Cause, man.
I don't know. I was a pretty basic pranker. I think the one prank that stands to mind was actually, yes, being stoned was part of it, and flashing my ass by street goers on a neighborhood night, which likelihood no one saw.
It's more of like the voyeuristic aspect. Maybe they're watching. Maybe
Yeah, they're watching from the
never
apartment
know.
going, "Hey, boy." I'm
Hey.
thinking like, "Oh, great. So Kevin Spacey's here tonight."
Yeah, like you like a paper airplane to the butt, and it's just like a folded cocktail napkin from OCH. And you're like, son of
Oh
a bitch.
God.
Son of a. I'd go. I was there on Wednesday. I'm going there tomorrow. It's a good place to watch American Horror Story. Nobody steal my idea. It's always vacant in there when I go in there. It's great.
Hey, girl, you got yours. That's
Thank
all
you.
yours. I ain't taking.
On your bio on your website, you said you grew up with a lot of musical influence.
Yeah.
Who was the worst musical influence? Who had the worst taste in music? And do you still kind of take some of those like your guilty pleasure influences in your music today?
Oh, absolutely. The one thing that I was really happy to learn from my uncle, that we both think alike in that we don't just learn from what's good, we also learn from what's bad and what not to do.
Yeah.
So clearly with people like Skrillex or Steve Aoki, like sure, they can really bump a crowd, millions of crowds. No, I'm not going to argue with like the production quality, but as they always say, you can't polish a turd. So
I was going to say,
You have
Skrillex,
a
I
much
saw
better
you.
hairdo too. Skrillex's hair is
I saw
something to
Skrillex when he
be-
was in that emo band. Could not command a crowd worth shit. All of a sudden, you give him a computer, and he's freaking Cher. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
don't get it either. Yeah.
He looks a little like Cher.
Cher after Pennywise got to her. That's like
Well, sure, but
Strug
the
through a little
similarity
bit.
remains.
Cher had shrunken in her older age, and someone who kept her height, just like, let's just give her titties and an ass and lips, and she's Cher.
yeah, and like
Call her
went
Cher.
to band camp, got
And
stuck
this is,
there
and
for
Skrillex
6 months.
is just Cher.
Just lost in the
There it
rain,
is.
Cher. That's
Yeah.
fair. No, but who was your worst musical? Who was like in your family had the worst taste in music? And what were they listening to?
I think my dad had some good stuff, but I think he probably had the most honky and hokey ones. And I
Billy
and
Ray
they're
Cyrus or
Oh hell no! He had some decency and taste, but like, Okay.
Shots
That's what it
fired.
was. It was just like when the commercials would ever come on, the song "Who Wears Short Shorts," my dad would sing along with that shit.
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
That's the
know.
Purple
Yeah.
People Eater song.
What?
Who wears short
That's actually a
shirts?
Purple People Eater
Yeah.
song?
Yeah.
The Flying Purple People Eater.
I thought it
My
was just
dad-
about Nair.
No,
it-
Nair did not contract that song to
They
be
didn't.
written.
They did.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I just knew that it was clearly a summer, like, show off the legs, honey, kind of commercial. And, my dad would sing along with that song.
Son of a.
The fact that he would just blew my mind. And any other bad song that would come up, I mean, we all had the guilty pleasure of, like, yeah, sure, like Vanilla Ice or MC Hammer. But, they get
Part of
in
the
your
crowd
head.
got quiet when you said MC Hammer. They were like, shh.
Don't pay erasure. That's not me. I'm just kidding.
I happen to like those pants.
I fit in those pants great.
I still have some of those pants.
I'm wearing them right now. No. You're okay when you're playing your first song. I got this like Henson film kind of vibe, very like
The darker Henson stuff,
yeah,
right?
like
Like
kind of
Dark
spoopy
Crystal?
and like fun. Yeah, like kind of cartoony, but still like a good like great. Like I want to know like if you're inspired by any cartoon characters or
My whole watching
those.
list, and my girlfriend Lauren on the flute will attest to this. She hates it for it, or at least annoyed by it.
she's like, oh, I am.
What is it? What
me on
is
what
it?
I'm annoyed about.
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, which one? It's,
She's like, pull out the list. Yep.
just watch the paper scroll roll down to the other end.
Netflix and argument.
Pretty much. That's only if we're like in like different places in our minds. Most of the time we can like meet together always in the middle. But no, I am like a big cartoon anime nerd. Like it just resonated with me. Sure, it's probably because I'm a male. I don't know. I just know I know women love it. But
Yeah, like there are shit tons of female cartoonists, and I happen to be. I know like 5 nerdy women in this building. Ann and
But
I
the
are 4
way-
of them.
I animate myself.
It's true.
and we love you for it.
Anna the animator.
Wow. I really appreciate it. And I love that you love it.
I'm gonna keep doodling my business.
That's right.
I don't know if
Wow,
that's a
that
thing.
sounded promiscuous.
Now I'm sweaty. Okay.
But no, yeah. So I was inspired by like a whole bunch of animes, and I was one of those kids who was an almost no filter with my parents. My parents were like hippies, or like my dad was a freak and my mom was the hippie. Like the freaks, there was a term like Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart. Those were like all the freaks. Iggy Pop,
Yeah.
the freaks. Yeah. They were the whole other lane. Like my mom was a little bit more of the hippie. So like they had more of like this upbringing of no filter, but they were smart about it. So it was really good. So everything was kind of open to me at a very gradual but yet pretty early age. And like I saw stuff from George Crumb. I forgot who did this one cartoon. It was real raunchy back in the 70s. I remember watching when I was like 12 years old. It was like Fritz the Cat. It was like some crazy stuff. But it was like really raunchy for like
Fricks the cat?
Fritz.
Fritz. Okay.
Y'all, some of
Earl
y'all know
remembers.
it. Good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Fritz,
got some
yeah.
people who
Fritz
Earl
the Cat.
Frick back
I
in the
grew
day.
up watching stuff like that, and then anime that was coming in, crossing over in the 90s. So I was exposed to, and then of course the generic stuff for all ages, all the little kiddie animes like coming on Cartoon Network, Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, and Gundam Wing.
My parents had no idea that Cartoon Network turned into Adult Swim, so I could keep watching Channel 58. I was allowed to keep watching Channel 58. I'd be like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm not watching
Cartoons at
anything."
night, but it's really for adults.
And like Cowboy Bebop comes on, Space Ghost comes on. You're like, "Boo, yes!
Yes.
Show me all the pixelated boobies." Bring it on! I'm a woman.
Bring me those jiggly, unnecessary, or not unnecessary.
Yeah,
sorry.
why are her eyes in the back of her head? Can someone
Unbelievably
explain that
huge
to me?
animated titties.
Yeah. Why is she crying and sweating and laughing? I don't understand. Someone explain that to me.
There are some complex emotions in the world.
Oh my God, I just realized I cry and sweat and laugh like a lot. Am I Sailor Moon?
We'll see on the full moon.
Oh, I wish. Actually, no shit. Did find an Etsy shop for anybody interested that sells custom-made Sailor Moon uniform costumes for men and women for under $100. Yeah,
If
the
I
4
had
people who said yeah know how.
If I had the number of
And
my
okay.
best friend's mom, one of my best friend's mom, I would be like telling her like right now, like, yo, Sailor Moon, shit.
Straight up,
Straight
under
up, because she had a
$100,
whole bunch of
custom
that.
made.
Nice.
That's not even a thing. If you could be, I guess. Okay, the last question I want to ask before we get into
Yes.
more songs.
Yes.
Dream Halloween costume, no budget, no rules, go.
That's really tough.
Mine will always be Zombie Ramsey. People can fight me about it, but it will always be Zombie Zombie Ramsey.
Do you? I ain't gonna fight
I
you.
can't find the wig anywhere. No
I don't
wig
know.
is worth it.
It's probably just because I don't have to think about the hair or the facial hair part is not going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
But the hair on top of my head, it would either be, since I don't have to worry about it, it would be either Black Panther or Captain America. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, like, white dude playing Black Panther, why? Well, I'm actually half black, so I just look white. So there you go.
See, I love people when people have to explain that to people because you're usually telling white people that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I just
Well,
didn't
only
know.
it seems today in the culture that it's always usually the white people shaming other white people for doing something stupid. So that's usually
You
why.
know what? Let's all be kind and cool to each other.
Exactly.
And
Thank
groovy
you.
with each
Let's be
other.
good to each
But
other.
also
I
fuck
think-
white people.
Just don't do blackface. That's
Let's
the only
be
part.
nice
Just
to
don't
each
do
other
that.
and groovy with
Yeah,
each
like,
other.
how else can I be Black Panther? Just wear the costume. You
Yeah.
don't have to, like, go full Justin Trudeau on their ass. That's insane.
Well, you know what? Because if I were gonna name my dream costume, it would be to be the blue Power Ranger.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And dude was a dude, and I'm a lady, but I want to be the fucking smart Power Ranger. I don't
I
want
love
to be
it.
cordoned off to
I get it.
pink.
It's like, no, I don't have to be pink or yellow.
Yeah.
I'm not always a daisy.
Those were
Yeah,
never my
I'm
colors.
the ocean.
Yeah, and Triceratops are dope.
I mean,
Who-
That's
Who can
that's
argue?
the Blue Rangers
That is
animal.
the Blue Rangers.
Wait, okay, so but if we had no
Robotic
budget, though,
tyrannosaur.
would you, like, get, like, a serious
Dinosaur.
suit?
Either, like, wait, suit for what?
Yeah, like, if it was no budget, like, and you could be Captain America or Black Panther, like,
Right.
would you, like, spring to get, like,
You'd
It-
have
oh.
to.
If
would
I
that be
had-
a weapon? The whole thing is a weapon.
Yeah, the suit
Now
is
we're
a
getting
weapon.
into-
Black Panther's suit is an
Yeah.
entire weapon. Captain America's weapon is pretty much his body and his shield. That's it.
And Chris Evans' innate ability to be the most adorable, hunky doofus ever. He's so
Every time you
toot.
look at that dude, you just smile all across
No,
your face. You
it's like
can't
one of
help
those things
it.
when you see like the cute kid on like in like Pee Wee's soccer and like the one that's just like circling around in the corner like, "Aw." Like he's not doing anything right, but God bless his little soul, he's so cute.
That's like the little assholes who are selling Boy Scout popcorn for $25 a bag outside of Walgreens, and you're like, oh, honey.
You
I'll
poor-
buy it from you. I would like to purchase some more music from you.
Amen.
Hey.
Or if you'll give it to us for free.
Hallelujah. Let's give a round of applause for more eBurner, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to hear a couple more
Yeah.
songs.
Yes.
The next two songs, the first song is gonna be released soon, probably towards the end of the month or the beginning of November. It's actually a song, you'll hear about it, pretty much the whole theme at the very beginning. But the next song after that, I'm gonna go right into it. DJ Mix here is released on my EP, and that one's called Ebb and Flow. And I actually have the singer you're gonna hear on the song here tonight, Katie J, the beautiful little lady over there. All right, yeah. So enjoy these next few songs, y'all.
Yeah, man. So what's your favorite vice, man?
That's www.
What's the www?
Whiskey, weed, and woman, man.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
Hell yeah.
Better than two.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
better than two.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
Better than two.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
Better than two.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
Better than two. Better than two.
Puff, sip, and kiss the lips.
Heaven knows that I can't go oh so deep without you. Love guides us through the shifts and moods, the push and pull, the ebb and flow. Love guides us through the shifts and moods, the push and pull, the ebb and flow. The ebb and flow. You just keep pulling me under, and I can't stay away. No matter the pain, no matter the time or space, it's the push and pull, the ebb and flow. Heaven knows that I can't go oh so deep without you. Love guides us through the shifts and moods, the push and pull, the ebb and flow. Love guides us through the shifts and moods, the push and pull, the ebb and flow. The ebb and flow.
Yes. Austin Eastciders. Again, if you are having a good time, you can drop some money in your little buckets. Those go to eBurner directly, and you can help support them tip away, as well as the other artists you've seen here tonight. Thanks for being here, all of you.
Tip it up,
holding
Buttercup.
in. Woo! We're gonna
been my
close.
pleasure.
We
I
like
love
to.
games.
We've been getting in the habit of like custom making these games. One, so that I don't know, challenging us every weekend for funsies. I don't know, but
Good.
this one I had a little bit way too much fun with because we were trying to figure out like your sound is. You said it earlier, like it's not just hip hop; it encompasses like a lot of different.
Yeah, all my influences kind of thrown in a nice gumbo in a pot of electronic music, essentially.
Right. And for some reason, the only two things that we could all think of was porn and really funky elevator music. So,
Yeah.
Or music.
yeah, music.
Yes.
Music.
God.
So we are going to play a little game. I'm going to give you the name of a composer,
Oh, yes.
and you have to tell me if they wrote porn music or elevator music?
Can I play? Can we all play?
Yes, we can all play.
That
we'll
list
all
is
play.
either pretty
So-
much 2 to 0 people I know.
It's good. I know, right? Do you have any idea the kind of nefarious bullshit I had to get on the internet for today to find this shit? By the
I'm
way,
glad you did.
before we get into this, composer porn, absolutely a category on Pornhub. Didn't know that. I bet Ben did, though. Didn't
I
know
did
that.
not. I did not.
We watched some videos before the show.
Yeah, one of them, well, the first one was a queef compilation composed by somebody. The second one was just really, really good music, and it was like safe for work composer porn. And I think
That's
it's
my style, y'all.
And just for the fun of it, I really can actually, I bought on eMusic, which is like the cheaper cousin to iTunes during the heyday of like all the digital stores. I bought a compilation of 70s porn music. Just because
it's
like
genius.
it was great music. It really was great music. Like I don't care if it was like for porn. It was good music.
So you're telling us you're going to
porn.
crush this game.
Yes.
I could you could say I'm gonna cheat and then at the same time put amusing background music.
Cheater.
Hell
cheater.
no.
Aw.
Obviously,
How
they're not
about-
going to be what?
How about for all of us playing along,
Ooh.
if you think it's elevator music, you raise your hands like a normal human.
Yeah.
And if you think it's porn music, you just like
Oh, I was going to say,
stick
give us your best
elbow
faked
in the air.
orgasm. Yeah, give us your best faked orgasm. I want to hear it.
Wow. Well, I'll pull the mic away from my face.
Okay. I won't. You're all getting eye contact and screams. Okay.
There we go.
All right. First one's first. Bucky Searles.
Bucky Searles.
Oh, yeah? Nobody has any appearance of Bucky Searles. It's kind of a good one, but it could be like a classic old dude name. I have no idea.
That's a
Searles
porn.
Ben goes,
sounds
nah.
like porn.
That's porn. She knows.
My first thought was porn. Yeah,
Oh,
Bucky Searles.
That's porn, honey. That
She knows. Bucky
She's like,
Searles.
I ran into him.
Katie,
He was a
right?
nice guy.
Ooh, yeah.
Woo.
Ding, 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 ding,
Wow.
dong.
Ding, ding, ding,
bam.
ding, ding, ding.
Dong. That's the
Dong.
end of that. Bucky Searles wrote Alice in Wonderland, the X-rated fantasy. He composed that. Pervert. She's a child. She's a child.
She's a
Also,
child and she's
interspecies
lost.
erotica. There's like 2 people in the whole movie.
well,
rest of them
the
are,
Mad
like,
Hatter
terrifying.
and the Queen are human, ain't they?
This is
Is
my
this what it
70s
is?
porn. Yeah.
Oh!
It's called Inside Deep Note, music of 1970s adult cinema.
It's the Deep Throat compilation. Actually, I did find this earlier. Okay, here's the follow-up. Les Baxter.
Lex Baxter, he is a music composer.
Yes, he is. He knew that. I didn't know that. For
He's
some
Jewish.
reason-
No, you
No.
can't. You really can't. And
Tell that
name
to
is
Ron
Jewish.
Jeremy's ass. Is he Jewish?
Yes, he is. He's very
Yeah.
Jewish.
Okay. Willem Luce.
Willem Luce, music composer.
No, dude,
Oh.
that has to be porno. Or am I supposed to do
Actually,
the
this is a
fake
kind of a
orgasm?
tricky one because he composed Cruel Intentions.
Nice.
So it's both.
So it's both. It was a
Trixie.
trick one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
buzzing.
Trixie. Okay.
I like it.
How about Alan Hackshaw?
Oh, yeah, music composer.
I'm going to trust whatever eBurner says. No.
Alan Hackshaw.
Yeah, me and Katie, like, she's been in the music biz. Like, she and I are like,
He has done normal television, but he also did a string of like horror film porn parodies.
oh, wow.
Like,
It's true. It's like it's
True,
all.
it's true.
But it's like one of those things. Like if I had known Beethoven had written some like sexy sonata, I'd be like, I want in on that.
Basically, the early version of a bordello back in the days of Germany.
That's fair. Oh, speaking of Germany, Gert Wilden.
Oh, yeah, he was a porn composer.
Yep. Gert Wilden is like the only German porn composer ever. Like
He
from
had
the
to be.
70s
Girth
on.
Wilden.
With a name like that, they're like the only people who would care to know are like the porn producers. They're like, I like you. I'm not gonna say your
I
name
thought
ever.
for sure Gert Wilden would have thrown like a. That sounds like an old German composer. I don't know. Maybe he makes porn. Nope, he makes porno music. Fair. Ooh, Henry Mancini.
Oh, come on, music.
Damn it.
Oh,
I don't know
you
anything about
Zach,
this.
I knew that
That
one.
is a household name.
Also,
That
I
was a-
just saw
that was a
Mancini
gimme.
and I was like, that sounds like a really bad like You know
Yeah.
when porn stars try to
Mancini?
cross over race wise, and they're like, "Oh no, no, you're not." Like I feel like Henry Mancini is that white guy that's like, "I'm Italian to play the pizza guy and all the porns," and I was
I
like,
thought
"No."
it was more like transitioning to gay porn. Like I'm gonna go do a man.
Hey, see me, mom. See me. Nope.
Oh.
Damn it. Ooh, this one's fun. Barry Lipman.
Well, it's a good thought. I thought about he might have done porn, but I'm saying music on this one.
He did porn. It was a parody of SeaWorld called Sex World.
That's an obvious one.
Someone's favorite
Who's
movie
having
has
sex
just
with
been
who in
revealed.
Sex World?
Okay, come on.
I
That's a little
know.
on the
Are we
nose.
like?
Is
Are
it
we
like a Waterworld
Porn star
crossover?
that's gonna be like a
maybe?
one-shot, maybe a 3-part movie,
Yes.
and that's it. That's all that man is gonna ever do if he calls himself Free Willy.
Oh, absolutely not. Ooh, okay. Actually, Enrique Escobar.
Yeah, that's a porn one.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was
he-
also wanting here's the background porn music. I was
He
going
did.
with that.
He did the music to Inside Maryland, which I think was like One Night in Paris before One Night in Paris.
Yeah, it was the inspiration.
Wait.
Paris Hilton saw this movie probably, and she's just like,
Yeah.
I love
She's
the
like, I
music,
need to
love the shots. I love everything
And
about
now she's
this.
a internationally famous DJ. Who knew?
Wait,
Who
Paris
knew?
Hilton is?
Yes.
She is?
Yes.
Absolutely everything in the last 45
She made enough
seconds
connections,
went
I'm sure.
soaring over my head.
Wait, One Night in Paris? You've never
Yeah.
seen Paris Hilton's sex tape?
Why would I watch a skinny woman being
I know.
ravaged by a dude?
It's one of those things where I was like, it's like Two Girls, One Cup. You had to watch it. You were like sitting in the back like, I don't know.
Someone showed me Two Girls, One Cup for the first time when I was on LSD for the first time.
Why'd you whisper
So you
that?
didn't.
No one
Yeah, really.
Does anyone hear a cop?
Because on the
Yeah, really.
microphone, you must whisper when you say things such as this.
I saw Two Girls, One Cup. I was an intern in high school. Yeah, and the two women worked.
Too soon.
No, I've seen worse. It's okay.
It's not too soon to barf again, y'all.
I'm not talking about, but I'm just saying that's what happened. That's when I saw it. That was in
Okay.
the story.
This one is not. I mean, I just think this is more of a fact. Did you know that ABBA, two of the singers from ABBA, helped compose a German porn called
believe it.
"The Seduction of Inga"?
I mean,
Now that I'll watch.
that's how you know you're making hits, man. You know you're getting
Well, yeah.
that
There's
porn
been
money.
two like. Now it's like a recent thing. Now it's like celebrities are getting back into producing porn.
because
thing.
it's the hot ticket
It's
item.
a hot ticket. Bella Thorne just came out with one. That like really hot rapper just came out with one. Young Ma, yeah, she came out with one. It was great. Anyway, by the way, that was our porn star or composer game.
Wow.
We all failed.
I love the game.
I have one question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you create a soundtrack entirely for a porno if contracted?
Follies. She's like, don't even get me started. Bring that check in. Bring that check in, honey.
What if the flute can be
If
part
we're
of it?
talking, if we're
Bang into the flute. That's some female-friendly flute right there.
I know, it's gonna be like amazing, flute action when she's going on the BJ portion of the scene,
See,
getting some bass flute action in there too.
that's fair. All right, everybody, give a big round of applause for our amazing guest, eBurner. We all
Thank
failed
you.
at the composer. Well, they really wanted
we
the
did. We
composer
did a great
game.
job.
I literally had two more composers. They know it. I don't even know why I even tried. We'd like to thank our sponsors yet again. Austin Eastciders, thank you so much
Easy
for having
Spiders,
us.
we love you.
Easy Spiders, please tip your cider goddesses. They've been working really hard.
Yeah, they rock the house.
Join our Patreon. Become a member of our lovely community and be here for us. We have a show coming up next week at Space 2055, which is a leather goods and coffee shop. Who knew? Let's do it. It's at Old Torf in South Lamar. Please come join us
That's
for
not
that.
far from where I live.
I know. We got Robin Mordecai on there, so it's going to be a sick show. And we also have a house concert
love that
coming up
name.
for the patrons at 10. It's October 18th.
Wow. So now's the perfect time to sign up for $1 a month or more to
Yes,
become
yes,
a patron
yes.
on Patreon.
Yeah.
I'll pronounce it
Pat-
correctly this
Pat-
time.
Patsy,
Dollar.
Patsy
Do it up,
Cline.
Buttercup.
Sponsored by Eastciders, Nine Banded, and Shaken ATX. So please join us for that. We would love to see you there.
We would.
Anna, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a freaking delight.
It's been peachy AF. We are going to cut the
Wow.
live stream and give the microphone and the stage back over to Mr. eBurner to
Yeah,
play
let's
for the
hear
house.
some more music.
Let's do it. Thank you again, eBurner. Love to see you.
We love y'all.
Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you.
Good night, guten Tag.